My name is Julia Salvini, and I am the president of CITE. On behalf of CITE, I would like to welcome you to the 2021 CITE Excellence in Transportation Award event to recognize outstanding leaders here in Canada in the transportation industry. The past year has been a bit of a wild ride, and one of the things I missed most about not being able to gather in person last year was the opportunity to hold an awards ceremony to recognize all of the wonderful things that people are doing in our transportation industry in Canada. So I'm grateful today that we are able to gather together with our partners to celebrate the accomplishments and ongoing work of our members. We have been fortunate in our industry to be able to continue to work despite the restrictions on working in person. Our mandate as transportation professionals to accommodate growth and improve the way that people and goods move in our urban, suburban, and rural areas is as strong as it has ever been, and we continue to advance new ideas and adapt to the needs of our users in so many ways. Today, we recognize and celebrate the work our members are doing to advance this mandate, whether it's through technical projects and papers, membership support in the way they are running their student chapters and sections, or in their volunteer efforts to make the transportation field in Canada a place where members feel welcome and can add and receive value in ITE. Our members have stepped up in these challenging times to continue strong technical work, to adapt their programming across the country to a shifting virtual platform, and to find new ways to engage and network with one another. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate excellence in transportation in Canada. With that, I would like to introduce you to our MC for today's event. Ryan Vander Putten is our president-elect for CITE and will start his term as president on January 1st of next year. In his day job, he is Director of Transportation Planning with the City of Calgary. Over to you, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Julia, and I look forward to continuing to work with you as you transition into past president next year. I am proud to be your MC for today's exciting event. These are definitely challenging times. So many are working from home following provincial health orders that are trying to maintain control of this pandemic. Our kids, they've had to adapt to a remote learning environment, as well as many of our teachers. Many of you also have families that are working the front line, keeping our communities safe. For that, we are truly grateful. We've seen a shift in mobility patterns, with more people getting outside in their neighborhoods, walking and cycling. Our transit agencies have been hit hard with a significant drop in ridership and revenue. Traffic on our roads has steadily increased back towards normal, but patterns have changed with fewer people heading to downtown during a normal commute. But we continue to support safe mobility in all of our communities. But through all of this, we are able to gather here today in our first ever virtual awards ceremony. Our members have continued to do some amazing work over the past year, even in the midst of a pandemic. You have made our highways safer, our streets more vibrant, our communities stronger, and our economy more resilient. While we can't gather in person due to the current health restrictions, we wanted to recognize our 2021 award winners in a memorable fashion. Each year, the Canadian Institute of Transportation Engineers sponsors an awards program to honor outstanding achievement in transportation engineering and distinguished service to CITE. The awards bestow national recognition upon the recipients. I would like to thank all the candidates who submitted applications. We had some very high quality submissions that made our choices very difficult among such great candidates. For now, sit back and enjoy the show, and let's get right into it. Our first batch of awards is our student scholarships. Here to present these awards is our very own CITE Secretary-Treasurer, Pedram Izadpana. Pedram has been on the executive since 2019 and is currently the Vice President of TESS, a software and data analytics company providing services in the areas of transportation engineering and asset management. Pedram is quite passionate about the student awards, currently acting as an adjunct assistant professor at the University of Waterloo, where he also received his PhD. Pedram is also a past recipient of the Dr. Michael Van Aert Memorial Transportation Scholarship through ITS Canada. Over to you, Pedram.
Thank you, Ryan. I'm very honored to be here today announcing the winners of our student scholarships. The students are the backbone of the CITE. They are the future of our profession. CITE is uniquely positioned to have an impact on the growth of our student members through student chapters, scholarships, and many other programs. I know that CITE has had a huge impact on my career, and I'm very much grateful for that. The first scholarship is for the Dr. Michael Vanert Memorial Transportation Scholarship. In August 1999, the Canadian transportation engineering profession lost one of its leaders when Dr. Michael Vanert died suddenly at the age of 39. Michael had graduated from the University of Waterloo, my alma mater, with his bachelor's, master's, and PhD degrees. He went on to a distinguished career in research and teaching in transportation engineering and was recognized as an international authority in his field. To honor Michael's memory, the Canadian Institute of Transportation Engineers established a memorial scholarship. The aim of this award is to encourage students to obtain PhD degrees in transportation engineering and hopefully go on to teach the next generation of engineers. Candidates must be registered as full-time students in a transportation doctorate level program at a Canadian university. This scholarship is very close to my heart because Dr. Michael Vanert was my supervisor's supervisor, and I benefited from some of his work in my PhD research. This year's winner is completing his PhD in civil engineering at the University of Alberta. His PhD research focused on assessing the readiness of highway geometric design for the deployment of autonomous vehicles using LiDAR or point cloud data, a very interesting topic. Congratulations to Majid Gouda from the University of Alberta. Our second scholarship is the John Warden Memorial Transportation Scholarship. John L. Warden was director of the Transportation Division of the Metro Toronto Planning Board when he died after a brief illness in 1972. Mr. Warden held a bachelor's degree in civil engineering from the University of Toronto and a master's degree in civil engineering from Queen's University. Prior to joining the Metro Planning Board, Mr. Warden worked for the Ontario Department of Highways and participated in the Joint Highway Research Program at Queen's University. John Warden was well liked and respected, and his friends set up the Warden Scholarship shortly after his death. Candidates for this scholarship must be registered as full-time students in a transportation master's level program at a Canadian university. This year's winner is a civil engineering master's student from the University of Manitoba. She is also the current president of the University of Manitoba IT student chapter. Congratulations to Cassidy Zrobeck. Our next award is the CITE Undergraduate Scholarship, which was developed to generate interest for undergraduate studies in the field of transportation. Candidates for this award must be an undergraduate student in planning, geography, or engineering at a Canadian university, and also submit a technical paper related to the field of transportation. This year's winner is in his final year of the Civil Engineering Co-op program at the University of Alberta. His technical paper focused on neighborhood traffic management design guidelines. Outside of engineering, he's a certified first aid instructor and a lifeguard at the university, which are very interesting and fascinating. Congratulations to Manpreet Singh from the University of Alberta.
Thank you, Pedro, and congratulations to all of our student scholarship winners. For the next student award, I would like to introduce Bruce Nelligan, President and CEO of Watt Consulting Group. Watt and its subsidiaries have generously sponsored this award for over 10 years now. Thank you, Bruce, for being here today to hand out this award.
Thanks, Ryan. It's great to be here today to recognize such great talent within our profession. In the transportation planning and engineering field, we continue to see graduates become significant assets to our community in their chosen careers. However, often what is missing with students is a general understanding of other disciplines and how disciplines are intertwined to make our communities more sustainable. The purpose of this award is to encourage students to explore these other disciplines, not to become experts in their fields, but to appreciate the science and human factors and to understand the full knowledge required to work in the transportation planning and engineering field. The Transportation in a Sustainable World Student Award is intended to encourage students to develop their technical writing skills, encourage learning as to how transportation policies and sciences relate to human choices and the physical environment, and to provide a means for CITE to recognize outstanding accomplishments in the transportation and sustainability fields. This year's winner submitted a paper focused on provincial perspectives around optimizing transportation greenhouse gas reduction policy cost under GHG emission constraints. Having completed her Bachelor of Engineering last year with a minor in Geographic Information Systems, she is currently working on her Master's of Applied Science in Civil Engineering at McMaster University. She is also current co-president of the ITE McMaster Student Chapter. Congratulations go out to Anastasia Sukov.
Thank you, Bruce. Our next award is the Student Paper Competition Award, which has been sponsored by Stantec for the last 10 years. I would like to invite David Thatcher, Senior Principal with Stantec, to the virtual stage to hand out our next award. David is based out of the Calgary office and is currently the North Roadways Sector Lead for Stantec.
Thank you, Ryan, and congratulations to all of our winners being recognized here today. Stantec is proud to sponsor the Student Paper Competition Award, which encourages students to develop their technical writing skills and recognizes outstanding accomplishments in such activities. The winning paper is also entered in the competition for the ITE International Daniel B. Fambrough Student Paper Award. Good luck. This year's winner is a PhD student in transportation engineering at the University of Alberta, working on the AI application and big data analysis of winter maintenance and traffic safety. His winning paper focused on a citywide location allocation framework for driver feedback, signs, optimizing safety and coverage of vulnerable road users. He's also a member of the University of Alberta ITE Student Section Executive. Congratulations to Mingwan Wu.
Thank you, Dave. Our last student award is typically the CITE Student Presentation Competition Award. This award is typically awarded based on a random draw of winners from our local and regional competitions. Due to the pandemic and the lack of opportunity to award a travel bursary this year, we are proud to recognize all of the winners from our local student presentation competitions. Congratulations. Our next batch of awards recognizes the amazing efforts of our local sections. CITE has 13 sections that provide localized service to members. With your ITE membership, you are automatically a member of a district, CITE, and an associated section, depending on where you live and work. The number of activities in each section varies according to the section leadership and distribution of its members. Some sections have a large geographic area, yet a small number of members spread over that large area. Whereas conversely, other sections have a large membership confined within a relatively small geographic area. Over this last year, we have seen all of our sections transition away from traditional in-person meetings, with many finding innovative ways to continue to provide development opportunities for their members through virtual events. Many thanks also go out to our District Administrator, Stephen Garner, who has supported the sections through our digital hosting suite of software. This has provided a consistently high quality experience for our members at the section level. To present our section activity awards, here is our CITE Communications Coordinator, Yvonne Donaher.
Thanks, Ryan. It's my pleasure to announce the CITE Section Awards. The Outstanding Section Award recognizes the overall quality of activities at our local sections. These include technical meetings, committees, seminars, and training programs, as well as non-technical offerings like student participation, career guidance, membership campaigns, and more. It also recognizes the importance of networking, mentoring, and social activities in the lives of students and practitioners in the section. The winning Canadian district is submitted to ITE International to be considered for the ITE Outstanding Section Award. This year's winning section continued to see excellent participation from transportation professionals in many technical, social, and student activities, despite the challenges presented by the COVID-19 pandemic. Transitioning to virtual presentations starting in May, this section held 8 virtual events in 2020. These included a social gala in December featuring a panel discussion on diversity and inclusion and a project poster competition. These virtual events consistently had over 100 attendees each month. They also actively supported their local student chapter through advertising and participating in events, including hosting a virtual presentation for 4th year civil engineering students' capstone projects. Congratulations for the 2nd year in a row to the Southern Alberta section. Based on the Outstanding Section Award, the Section Momentum Award recognizes sections that have achieved overall improvement from years past with respect to section activities. This year's winner of the Section Momentum Award has experienced an influx of new members in the last few years who've brought with them new ideas on how to best serve their local transportation community. Responding to the COVID-19 pandemic, this section found innovative ways to hold section events, including a well-received virtual walking tour of a recently transformed high-activity complete street. They also strengthened the relationship with the local student chapter. This section provided a mentorship program for students and hosted a virtual Ask Me Anything event where students had the opportunity to talk to industry professionals about transportation planning and engineering. Congratulations to this year's Section Momentum Award winner, the National Capital Section.
Thank you, Yvonne. It's great to see all of the creative ways our sections have responded to the pandemic and how many continue to thrive under these challenging conditions. The next 2 awards recognize the achievements of our student chapters. 2020 was a very tough year as many student chapters struggled to keep momentum due to the remote learning environment. I want to acknowledge the effort of all of our student chapters and the support they received from their faculty advisors and local section executives. Here to present these 2 awards is our past president and now district director-elect, Edward Soto. Edward has served on the CITE executive for the past 8 years, is an avid cyclist, and is currently the Director of Transportation Operations and Maintenance at the City of Hamilton.
Thanks, Ryan. The purpose of the Outstanding Student Chapter Award, previously the Student Chapter Activity Award, is to recognize the work done by student members to promote the transportation profession on campus and to develop the relationships between students and industry through collaboration with the local section. The winning Canadian Student Chapter Award is also submitted to the ITE International competition. This year's winner was able to maintain momentum by shifting its activities to a virtual format. In addition to the regular professional development opportunities, they were able to host a virtual networking event between students and industry members, which attracted over 110 participants. They were also active in promoting the transportation industry to high school students and also active participants in the 2021 Transportation Research Board annual meeting. Please join me in congratulating the University of British Columbia ITE Student Chapter. Before I recognize our next winner, I want to acknowledge our newest student chapter at the University of Windsor. During the pandemic, they were able to gather the support of students and faculty to launch a new group on campus last year. I know times are tough right now, but we look forward to some amazing activities from this group in the coming years. But now I want to recognize our Student Chapter Momentum Award winner for 2021. The Momentum Award recognizes those student chapters who have achieved overall improvement from previous years with respect to chapter activities. Across the country, our students are doing amazing things. Small groups of dedicated students are interacting with their communities and with each other to the betterment of our broader CITE community and their membership. And they're all having to adjust due to the pandemic. This year's winner decided early in 2020 to make the absolute most of going virtual. This year, they doubled the number of events hosted, grew their email list, and expanded their executive team to facilitate smooth delivery of all their activities. They feel that they are ending their academic year more energized than ever to continue this rate of growth into the future. Congratulations to my alma mater, McMaster University.
Thank you, Edward, and thank you to all of our student chapters who have worked so hard this year. We shift gears now to recognize some of the exceptional technical work being done by our members. Our technical awards are overseen by the CITE Technical Liaison Committee, or TLC. The role of the TLC is to advance the technical development of our members through partnerships with industry and other professional organizations, such as the Transportation Association of Canada and ITE International. Here to present our technical awards is Mars Otten-Andrew, the current chair of the CITE Technical Liaison Committee. Mars is a principal consultant with WSP in their Vancouver office and is an outdoors enthusiast that can usually be found skiing, hiking, mountain biking, kiteboarding, or anything else that keeps her moving outside. Welcome, Mars.
Thanks, Ryan, and it's great to be here today, recognizing the strong technical achievements of our members. Our first group of projects to recognize are the Canadian District nominees for the ITE Transportation Achievement Awards. These awards are provided annually by ITE to recognize excellence in the advancement of transportation to meet human needs. Awards are presented in the categories of complete streets, Transportation Systems Management and Operations, or TSMO, Safety, Planning, and Engineering. This is an international award with the opportunity for each district to nominate one submission per category. Congratulations to the 2021 Canadian District nominees. The Stan Tepley Outstanding Technical Project Award is CITE's premier award for technical excellence. This award recognizes an outstanding project that showcases excellent technical achievement in transportation planning and/or engineering in Canada. To honor one of the technical leaders in the industry, the Technical Liaison Committee, or TLC, named this award after Dr. Stan Tepley. Dr. Tepley worked throughout the 1970s, 80s, and 90s in leading and creating the Canadian Capacity Guide, which has proven technical merit in Canada and is accepted by the CITE membership and the Transportation Association of Canada's Chief Engineers Council as a credible Canadian guide to assist practitioners with capacity calculations. This year's winner of the Stan Tepley Outstanding Project Award is Halifax Rapid Transit Strategy, prepared by the Halifax Regional Municipality. This plan, which was unanimously endorsed by Halifax Regional Council in May 2020, represents one of the most comprehensive, ambitious, strategic, and well-integrated transportation and land use plans produced in Atlantic Canada. The Rapid Transit Strategy is Halifax's plan to build a rapid transit system by 2030, which consists of a bus rapid transit or BRT network, new ferry service, and a direction for land use policy to align with rapid transit. This strategy responds to some of the most pressing issues facing Canadian municipalities by outlining a significant investment in high-quality transit service that will improve residents' mobility and build more sustainable, affordable, and equitable communities. It also reflects a made in Halifax solution, building on the strongest assets in our transportation network and the opportunity provided by their unique geography. I would like to recognise some of the key CITE members involved in this project. The co-project manager, Mike Connors, currently serves on the executive of the Atlantic Provinces section, as well as on the CITE board. Tanya Davis, current president of the Atlantic Provinces section, was a member of the project's steering committee, and both David McCusker and Greg O'Brien were part of the consultant team with WSP Canada. Congratulations to the Halifax Regional Municipality.
Thank you, Mars, and thank you to all of the work by the Technical Liaison Committee and appointees this year, as you have made significant advancements in our partnerships with both TAC and ITE. Our last 3 awards recognize individual accomplishments in their work with CITE. The first Practitioner Award is the Rising Star Award. Here to present this award is Amy Doe, past president of the Greater Vancouver ITE section. Amy recently moved to Vancouver Island to take on the role of Supervisor of Transportation Infrastructure Design with the City of Victoria. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you, Ryan, and it is great to be here today. Greetings from Vancouver Island. The Rising Stars program is intended to identify the next generation and new faces of the transportation profession. It is designed to recognize members under the age of 35 who have already made an impact on the profession, have demonstrated the ability to lead the next generation, and have implemented innovative techniques to solve transportation problems. The winner of the Canadian District Rising Star Award is also nominated for consideration for the ITE Young Member of the Year Award, and furthermore will be recognized in ITE's Young Leaders to Follow program for 2021. This year's CITE Rising Star was nominated by the Greater Vancouver section for his dedication to advancing the knowledge and experience of the profession. This year's winner was appointed as CITE's private sector representative to the Tax Project Steering Committee to oversee the new road safety webinar series. He was also a panel member and instructor for IT's Transportation Impact Assessment Training Program, and more recently appointed by ITE to support their update to the Trip Generation Manual. Please join me in congratulating this year's winner of the CITE Rising Stars Award, Federico Puskar.
Thank you, Amy, and congratulations, Fede. Our next Practitioner Award is the Outstanding Voluntary Contribution Award and will be presented by our District Administrator, Stephen Garner. Stephen has been keeping the executive on track for over 6 years now and has helped us transition into a smooth running organization. When not supporting section webinars and pulling this conference together, Stephen can often be found either on his sailboat or flying around Vancouver Island. Over to you, Stephen.
Thanks, Ryan. The CITE Outstanding Volunteer Contribution Award recognizes the hard work and dedication put into CITE initiatives. This year's winner approached the CITE executive a year ago with a new idea to host an engaging virtual networking conversation to support our emerging members in their journey into the transportation profession. The format involves 3 job seekers in Canada and 3 people currently employed in the private or public sector in the field of transportation engineering or planning, each invited to join a recorded video call. After introductions by the host, each speaker has 2 minutes to talk about a recent school or work project, and then the conversation opens up for a free-for-all, where the discussion can take any number of directions. Each session ends with a career-seeking tip of the day with advice shared by our employed guests. 12 episodes later, Career Connect with Kate has become a resounding success. Several participants have landed transportation jobs and have shared their stories of success with others. Many have responded saying how much they have appreciated the opportunity to learn and grow from others in the industry. Personally, I have had so much fun recording and producing these episodes. I'm especially impressed with the dedication shown to the project and the deep willingness to help others at the most challenging point of anyone's career, at the beginning. Congratulations to this year's winner of the CITE Outstanding Volunteer Contribution Award, Kate Whitfield.
Steve, I love that was from a boat, because every episode we joked about you sailing or flying or painting. So that's really wonderful, and to come from you, because part of this too has been meeting you and doing this together. So that's just wonderful. Yeah, it happened naturally, right? From an idea for helping with resumes and practice interviews, and then I pitched it to CITE. What I love though is I pitched it, and they just sort of said yes without any sort of rules, just sort of do it, and it naturally happened, and that's why it was really been a really fun year, a really wonderful year, and the people that I've met. And a theme, right, Steve, has been confidence. And I share with you every time we get a nice message afterwards when someone says they got a job, because maybe they changed something or they had the confidence. So yeah, it's been really wonderful. And thank you, Steve, for doing it with me. And thank you for this honor. I really cherish this. And yeah, this lovely thing that arrived in the mail. So thank you, Steve, and to CITE.
Congratulations, Kate, and thank you, Stephen, for all the work you have done behind the scenes to make Career Connect with Kate such a successful production. Our final award of the year is our H. Robert Burton Distinguished Service Award. Here to present this award is Mike Skeen, Director and Principal with Watt Consulting Group in Victoria. Mike is a past president of CITE, was chair of the CITE Technical Liaison Committee for 7 years, and was also recognized by CITE with the H. Robert Burton Award in 2015. Thank you, Mike, for being here today to hand out this award.
Thanks, Ryan. Hello from BC. It's great to be here today and be with you all. It's my pleasure and honor today to present this very important award. The H. Robert Burton Distinguished Service Award was created to celebrate a man who established Canada's first ITE section in 1951 and dedicated his life to our profession. He attended CITE Toronto section meetings right up to his death at the age of 101. I had the privilege of meeting Mr. Burton at Toronto section Christmas meetings back in the late 1990s. Now each year, CITE recognizes an individual member who shows a similar commitment to advancing our practice as well as a strong record of service with CITE. I'm honored to be presenting this award to the person who presented me this award back in 2015. This year's winner is Bruce Belmore. Bruce has an outstanding career specializing in transportation mobility and safety for the past 32 years, and I suspect a lot more to come. Bruce has been involved in ITE throughout the time, attending his first CITE luncheon with the National Capital section early in his career. Fast forward a few years to the life on the prairies, Bruce also served on the Saskatchewan section executive, including as president. In 2004, Bruce was elected to the CITE district executive, and we served together for 8 years at the district level. He continued at that international level, serving 3 years representing CITE as district director on the International Board of Directions. 4 years ago, Bruce was elected to the International ITE executive, leading this international institute as vice president, and past president. He is the fourth ITE president to be selected from Canada in the organization's 90-year history. Just prior to the global pandemic, he had an opportunity to travel across Canada, the United States, Australia, and New Zealand, meeting many people in industry and seeing how transportation projects differ from place to place. Bruce has also served the engineering community as an adjunct professor at the University of Regina for 6 years, teaching engineering, law, and ethics. I've known Bruce for nearly 20 years, and I know he's well deserving of this award. He is hardworking, dedicated, and a leader of our profession. Congratulations, Bruce Belmore.
Hey Bruce, Alf Giebert here. I want to offer my congratulations to you on receiving the H. Robert Burton Distinguished Service Award. Certainly well deserved. Congratulations again.
Hey Bruce, Michael Sanderson here. Hey, they told me you were getting the Distinguished Service Award from the Canadian District. I just want to send along a little message of my own. We served a lot of years together on the International Board and Executive Committee, got a lot of good work done, made a lot of positive change, and I know for sure I wouldn't have been able to accomplish nearly what I did without all your support and encouragement and teamwork, and I know that goes for a lot of other people too, and you've been a huge part of IT's success in recent years. We all owe you a big debt of gratitude. I know I personally do for sure. So thanks for all your hard work, Bruce. Congratulations, buddy.
Bruce Belmore, I am absolutely thrilled that the Canadian District has decided to honor and recognize you this year with the Distinguished Service Award. They obviously see in you what I know, and that is you are a dedicated engineer with very keen business sense that really cares about other people and is committed to doing the right thing for this organization and for your community. Man, I miss seeing you over the past year, and if you can sneak across the border, we ordered up some Canada weather for you. So come and join us down here in Missouri. Hey, cheers, buddy. Good luck. Congratulations, and very well deserved. I hope to see you soon. Bye now.
Congrats, Dad. You've been involved with CITE and ITE at some capacity for our entire lives. Your leadership and dedication to your profession makes you a true inspiration to us.
Your entire career has been practicing and promoting traffic engineering, and I'm sure you'll continue to do so for many years. Your knowledge and passion for transportation engineering also makes you a great role model to others that you have had the opportunity to reach all over the world. Congrats.
Congratulations, Bruce, on winning the Robert Burton Distinguished Service Award. What an amazing accomplishment, and so well deserved.
Wow, that is incredible. I'm truly humbled and honored to receive this award, and would like to thank all of those that provided introductory comments and congratulations for me. Mike Skeen, really nice seeing your smiling face. I was thinking about you the other day and that I should give you a call. And yes, I did come across that picture of me presenting you this award back in, I think it was 2015 at the Regina conference. Alf Giebert, really good. You've been a big part, I know, of Southern Alberta and of the international as international president, and also of the Saskatchewan section, coming back often to visit your old home section. Michael Sanderson and Sean Light, two compadres at the international level. Blessed and honored to meet both of you and consider you both really close friends. Thank you for the acknowledgement on this award. Sean Light, funny to see snow down in St. Louis or wherever you were at the time, maybe at the farm. And Jade, Sarah, Norma Jean, thank you all for the congratulations and the support throughout my career. IT takes an incredible amount of time, and you were supportive through all of that. And I think the girls, I know you were both excited when I was leaving on a trip because you thought you were coming with me. And actually, you got to see a lot of the states and the ITE world, Boston, Florida. We've been all over the place together, and Australia, New Zealand. You came along on that trip and got to experience a bit of the world, and even Sarah, to visit Monash University and be acknowledged by Professor Rose there was pretty exciting from a transportation perspective. I think they want you as a future student at Monash. I'd like to also make special acknowledgement to three Canadians who have served in the role of IT International President from Canada, which is, as Mike Skeen had alluded to, a difficult thing. There's been 4 of us in 90 years from Canada that have served in that role. So Leo Laviolette from Toronto, Al Swanson from Calgary, and Elf Giebert from Calgary. So I'm the 4th in that line in 90 years, and I know how taxing the role is and the effort that's required, and so I feel I'm in really good company. I'll take a very quick few words of advice on your career as you go through it. I don't think of how hard it is to climb the mountain, but the fun that you'll have along the way, and the views and the vistas as you look back on your career is important. Try and choose a stretch goal every 6 years in your life where you will grow as a person and a transportation professional, and grow your career. The 6 years is a thing that I've used through my career, and it may be choosing a specific certification that I wanted to achieve, or even putting my name forward to be on the district executive is an example of one of those 6-year goals. So have fun, enjoy your career, and look back on it, and hopefully you see things that have inspired you along the way. I'm extremely proud of the Canadian District and what we've accomplished together, and what we bring collectively to the ITE community. So we have wonderful, talented professionals in this country, and keep doing what you're doing. Once again, I'm really humbled and honored to accept this award. It means a lot to me that it's being provided by my home district. Thank you again for the wonderful comments to the people at the introduction. And I'd like to acknowledge CITE for this award, and in particular the CITE executive for recognizing me as this year's recipient. Thanks.
With our awards concluded, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize members of the 2021 National Arrangements Committee. This year's event has been like none other as we fully transition to a virtual format to support the health and well-being of our country. This year's Local Arrangement Committee brought together people from across the country to develop a strong technical program and a valuable event for all participants. I would like to recognize all of the members from the NAC. James Donnelly, Jeanette Montefar, Teresina Hignett, Stephen Garner, Yvonne Donaher, and Julia Salvini. Thank you all so much. I'm also so inspired by today's winners and by all of the volunteers who contribute to making our organization and profession better. With that in mind, what I wish to say today most of all is just to get involved, take a chance, and you will find you have so much to gain. Now is also the perfect opportunity. Coming out of the pandemic, we have learned so much about connecting virtually, which can mean some exciting new opportunities for a large district like ours. Also, our student chapters will really benefit by some local mentors as they hopefully return to campuses across Canada in the fall. So with that, I congratulate all of our award winners today and the hundreds of volunteers who make our organization great.
Thanks, Jen, for your great reminder of the role we all play in our profession right now. Thanks also to you as you wrap up your term as District Director at the end of this year. We have recognized many leaders today who who have served ITE and the transportation profession. It is through their efforts and the countless hours of others that CITE has been able to develop its many member services and programs, resulting in the continued growth of ITE's stature in the transportation community. Thank you to all our dedicated members. We appreciate not only the gift of your time and talents, but the support of your families, employers, staff, and others who facilitate the service you give to our great profession. Thank you to all of our presenters today who have made this event successful. I hope we have kept you engaged, and congratulations on watching to the very end. With that, our 2021 CITE Awards ceremony has come to an end. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I look forward to seeing you all next year as we head to Vancouver for our 2022 annual meeting. Have a great rest of your day.